this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Good morning, William Beaver. Good morning, Polly Reindeer, who was on her roof, and good morning to Fizzy Elephant, who was just saying that I wet the bed, but I didn't wet the bed because it's obviously just a bucket of water that you threw on the bed, so I will not accept such allegations, and stay away from my cake. Don't eat my cake again. Nom 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 nom. That was like the quickest I've eaten some cake. You were just a tiny bit too slow then, Fizzy. I saw your attempt. You can have your cookies. You have cookies. I have cake. Everyone's happy. Right, Barnaby, you can stand up and nope, that's a crafting table. Come on, crafting table. Come on, crafting table. No, okay, crafting table's not going to follow me, but Barnaby hopefully will follow me, and I'm going to begin things by going to the love garden, and then I'm going to be building quite the thing today, or at least starting building it. Probably one of the biggest and most complicated things that I've ever done in my lovely world, and we are beginning it today. And what is this? What was this? Hello, is that supposed to be me? Who did this? Was this you, Polly? Who did Oh, look at the crafting table followed me. At least the robotic version of me. What happened to my face? And why don't I have a face? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Today, to the love garden, I am adding Lawrence. And the reason I'm adding Lawrence is because he got this absolutely incredible Stampy Cat cake for his birthday. That's quite tricky to say. And it looks perfect. It looks just like the real logo of Stampy Cat, and I think it looks fantastic. So I hope you had an amazing birthday, Lawrence, and welcome to my love garden. Right then, let's go and drop Barnaby off at the doghouse, and then we're going to be going not very far today for what it is that we're going to be building. We are building basically right over here, just on the other side of my farm here, and the thing we are building is going to be related to my farm as well. So some of you might have an idea what it is that we're going to be building from that alone, but it all will be explained soon, and it looks like we're going to be joined by Benji today. So Benji, you can stand up and you can join us in the crafting table. Is still following around behind me. What a good crafting table. What would you feed a crafting table? Sugarcane, sure. Crafting tables eat sugarcane, apparently, and then they poop out sugar. Anyway, this is where we're going to be building it. Oh, Polly can see the little bit of snow which is left. This was actually from Santa's sleigh on Christmas, and good little crafting table. There we go. You can eat up some sugarcane, and I'll clean up the sugar later on. So, right, this is where we're building this entire... Oh! Hello, William. William's getting started already and doing a bit of digging, getting the place ready. So yeah, this giant area here is going to be filled in with one enormous building, and it's going to be a farm factory because we have our farm, which is up there, and it's fine. It's quite nice and it's quite simple, but I want a much more efficient and automated version of my farm, and that is what we're going to build here. And it's going to be quite the thing. And oh no, you always got to pick up the sugar from your crafting table, otherwise it gets really messy on the floor. So let me go and pick that up and not feed it any more sugar cane. So right then, let me just go and start building, and then I'm going to explain kind of the style as we go. So first things first, I'm going to do the first corner here. I marked with a poppy to know where I got to build it, and I need to go 9 blocks high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then basically I just need to kind of do like a staircase going down to the ground, and then I'm going to do kind of the same thing as this but in reverse with birch planks to kind of make like a birch square where like half of it is made out of the birch logs and then half of it is going to be made out of the birch planks. This is a pretty painful way to do this, but probably the easiest way to do it. And then I think the coolest part about this part of the design, because there's quite a big design, there's a big wall. I didn't want it to look boring because it's going to be enormous and right next to my house. I had to try and make this place look at least a little bit interesting. So yeah, the cool thing is we're then going to be planting sugarcane along the front here, which is going to do kind of the same sort of staircase shape as the birch on the top up there. And so I think that's going to look really cool. Of course, we do need to add in some water, which we're going to kind of hide underneath the birch. So you're not going to actually see the water, but if you don't know, you can't place down sugarcane without there being water there already. So we kind of just need to hide the water underneath there just so we can kind of just place down the sugarcane in the first place. And that's going to be the beginning. So the idea of this building is it's all going to be basically made out of a load of the stuff which is going to be on the inside. So there's going to be the sugarcane here. There's going to be like some cacti kind of growing up around the corner. There's going to be melons and pumpkins and cocoa beans and just kind of all of the different types of things that there's going to be on the inside. inside is going to be all around the outside as well. And do you want to help me out, actually, if you want, Fizzy? I'm going to do this side here. If you do the other side, basically just fill in all of these gaps here with the birch planks like this. This is basically going to be the corner. And you guys can do a start, by the way, if you want. If you want to go and start just kind of copying what I'm doing on this side, like on the opposite side over there, the entire building is going to be pretty much symmetrical. It's not going to be perfectly symmetrical. Basically, the front is going to be slightly different, mainly because there's an entranceway. And oh, who fed the crafting table? No, it's going to start pooing out sugar again. So yeah, basically, there's going to be an entranceway on the front up here, which is going to be slightly different. But apart from that, along the side, it's going to be the same. And then the roof is going to be pretty crazy along the top as well. So this is basically how the corner's going to be. I need to hurt myself one last time. Oh, the crafting table broke by fall. So yeah, that is how it is. And at the moment, it looks fine. It looks all right. It doesn't look overly interesting. But now we can go and start adding the sugarcane. And that is a much smarter way to do it, Fizzy. Why did I not think about that? And actually, seeing as you have a bucket of water, do you want to give me a hand? Because I now need to go and add in all of the water underneath along here. It's kind of a little bit difficult because if you remember, there was a whole lake underneath here. So there is a lot of water, but not exactly where we need it to be. So basically, if I dig out along the underneath of this section here, we can then fill all of this in with the water, and then we can go and just fill in the rest of the ground around it so we don't make too much of a mess. And then that way, we should be able to place the sugar cane along the front, no problem. So if I just place a bucket down, I wonder if I just do like one in the middle, is it going to spread? It's kind of just falling down the front. Luckily, we do have water right here, so getting the water won't be too much of a problem. And oh, look how much smarter they are. Look at them using water to get up and down rather than hurting themselves the entire time like I did. Why don't I just let the helpers take charge? Can I just promote like one of my helpers to be like the new boss around here and just call this like Z's Lovely World or something, and I just be a helper? Because I'm obviously not qualified, because they're obviously way better than me at this stuff. So yeah, we can go and just fill all of the inside in here with water, and then I think if I just go and block most of this along here like that now, it should allow me to start doing the sugar cane. So Fizzy, wherever you are, where is Fizzy gone to? Is Fizzy around here somewhere? I don't know where it's got to, but Fizzy, if you carry on doing the water underneath there, I can go and start doing the sugar cane, because there's a little bit of a... Oh, hello, Fizzy! Yeah, if you carry on doing the water, I'll see how much of the sugar cane we can add in. There we go. Is it going to let me do it the whole way along here? There we go. That's perfect. And then along this side as well. Perfect. There we go. That's all of the sugar added in. So we need to make sure it does like the same pattern. So these bits are going to go like all the way up to the top there. The tricky parts are these bottom two, because they normally grow kind of 3 blocks high, but we need to make sure they don't. So if we put string on top of them, then that's basically going to stop the sugar cane from growing any taller than it is at the moment, which basically means that we'll be able to keep in the same pattern. But the rest, it doesn't really matter, because once they grow like over 3 blocks high, then they kind of just don't grow any higher anyway, so we don't need to worry too much about them. So hopefully most of them we can kind of do on this ground level, but then I'm going to have to kind of start building some scaffolding up to try and do some of the other levels as well. Fizzy, do you want to kind of help me out doing some of this sugarcane on the other side there? If I do this side there, then you do the other side there, then that's going to be kind of the corners done, and then we can start kind of working on the rest of the sides to show you what other designs we're going to have along this farm factory. So this is going to go all the way along to the top here. And oh, actually, there is one more other thing that I forgot about. I kind of mentioned it earlier, but the cactus. There's going to be like a big kind of stack of cactus. So normally when you're planting cactus, you can only plant it kind of not directly next to something else. But sugarcane doesn't count as a block, which means there's this little corner down here, and I'm going to need to put some sand down to put the cactus on. So if I go and throw some sand down here like that, it's going to let me put the cactus down, even though it's right next to the sugarcane. It doesn't count as a block, so I can just go and plop that straight down there, and then this is going to go all the way up to the very top and just kind of make the whole building look a little bit more 3D, because it is kind of a giant box. Well, I guess it's a big rectangle, I guess, the shape of the building. And sometimes when you're doing like a giant block shape like that, even though this is Minecraft and everything's made out of blocks, it can look really boring. So I always try to add a bit of, you know, a bit of a third dimension to these buildings. So things like the sugarcane and the cactus on the corner, I think are really going to go and add kind of add up to make it look really cool. So there we go. I think that's a pretty cool style, but we are only just getting started. So now, careful. No, Fizzy, that's... I mean, however you have fun, Fizzy. Who am I to judge if you want to jump face first into a cactus for a while? Right then, so the next thing we need to do is pumpkins. Oh, did not mean to do that. I really did. I meant to put it in my inventory, not on my head. And I bet that's not going to be the first time I do that either. So, right. Now we need to stack up pumpkins. So there's no real trick to this. The only thing is to make sure that the face of the pumpkin, and Fizzy did the exact same thing I did. I think he did it on purpose though. That is the difference. So yeah, the pumpkins go up like this. I don't want people to be able to see the faces of the pumpkin. So I'm doing kind of the pumpkin on the inside like that. Which means that from the outside, you're not going to be able to see it. And once again, we're not going to do it completely flat. So we're going to kind of go pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon, pumpkin, melon like that. But we're going to kind of do it in stacks like this, and then the melons are going to be kind of poking one out, and then the melons, the pumpkins, sorry, are then going to be kind of one in on the other side. And I realize I keep just hurting myself again. There is a lovely little bit of water there, which I only just landed in. So how far do I need to go? So I need to end on a pumpkin, then I need 3 trails of melons. So I need 1 more trail of melon, and then another one of pumpkin. So do you want to do the pumpkin, Fizzy? And I put it on my head again. I did it again. If you press Y on it to go and move it just automatically just puts one of them on your head, which is really funny, but also really, really annoying. So this is going to go all the way to the top here. And now we're going to get to the bit that I was really looking forward to doing. I like the sugarcane bit, but I think this is my favorite part of all of it. So we're going to have one last stack of pumpkins, which is really... Really? Why do I keep putting the pumpkin on my head? I spent half of the video with a pumpkin on my head because I've been doing it by accident. So yeah, this is the last row of pumpkins along here. And then we're going to get to the cocoa beans. And I don't think I've ever really used cocoa beans as a decoration, but they can look so good in so many different situations. You can make them look like lamps. You can make them look like all sorts of different things. And for this, they're kind of just marking, I guess, one of the things that we're going to be growing inside of here. Because we're basically going to be growing everything that you can grow inside of Minecraft. Even things like was it like the chorus fruit stuff? We're going to be growing cactus. We're going to be growing all of the stuff on the outside. Beetroots. We're going to be growing carrots and potatoes. Basically everything that you can grow inside of Minecraft. Neverwort as well. But it's all going to be done in like a really, really automated way where everything's going to kind of grow by itself. And then everything that can kind of be replanted by itself is going to be replanted. And then everything's going to be collected and it's going to be ordered as well and put into like the right chests and stuff. So the idea is that we have the old classic little farm, which is, it's a lovely little farm, but it's kind of, you know, it's not the most efficient thing in the world, but I didn't want to change it. I didn't want to get rid of that farm and then just build an enormous factory next to it. So I'm going to have both. I'm going to have the classic small little farm down there, and then we're going to have like the giant farm factory right next to it. But the cool thing is all of the stuff that we're building out of to make this factory is stuff that we gathered from the other farm. So if it wasn't for that first farm, then we wouldn't even have the farm factory. So hopefully you can kind of see the shape that I'm doing. We're basically kind of making this go to like a little point, and I need to be a bit more careful because I keep falling down. I'm really hurting myself. So we're going to keep doing this down to a point here, which will be the next one. And then we need to go and start going wider on the other side to do the same shape again. And then all of the blocks which have the just kind of the logs, we're going to put cocoa beans on all of them. And then of course the planks, we couldn't put cocoa beans on them anyway, so we're just going to kind of leave them the way that they are. But this is kind of the point which it's all come down to. This is like the all or nothing moment because we need to see whether it's going to link up. So my helpers of course have been building the other side over there, which I haven't really had a good look at yet. If this doesn't line up properly, then one of us has made a mistake. And usually when one of us has made a mistake, it's usually me. So this is going to be the moment where we're going to see whether we've done it perfectly. And I think we've done it good, have we? That fits in perfectly. We did it, guys! We did it! It fits in absolutely perfectly, and for that, I couldn't be happy. So, happier, sorry. Couldn't be happy. Right, so, everyone, do you want to go and start basically doing the same pattern as we've done here, over on the other side, opposite there, just to do, like, these other side walls. And I'm going to go and start adding in some of these cocoa beans. So, they're super easy to add in. Basically, you go and plant them like this. So, at the moment, they're kind of looking a little bit green, a little bit small, and not very special. But, of course, they're going to grow. And, whoa, they are growing already. They are eager to please. So you know what, they grow so fast, probably by the end of the episode most of these would have grown already, and we're going to see what they look like. But that's not the only thing we're going to add here. If I go over to my little pet crafting table over here. And are you looking after the little pet crafting table? And Fizzy knew exactly what I was going to do as well. Do you want to grab some of these planks as well? You can make some more of these if you want and deliver them over in a second. So we need quite a few of these for both sides as well. But yeah, we're basically going to be adding in fences once again to kind of make the entire thing look a little bit more 3D. So basically, really, Pig? You're going to stand there? Of all of the places, you stand specifically where I was about to place a fence? So yeah, basically where all of the planks are, we're going to go and fill it in with all of these fences just to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. So we're going to do that down on the bottom and the top as well. And more. Okay, looks like my helpers are going to carry on doing the rest up at the top. So William, do you want to grab some of those fences? And you can go and carry on doing the rest of the top up there. And then, yeah, while they're doing that, I'll go and start doing the front, and then William and Fizzy, do you want to then go and help Polly doing the other side? So if you just mainly do like this long horizontal side along there to the back, while they do that, I'm going to go and do the entranceway and then kind of some of the back wall over on that side there. Do you see what I mean when I said this is a big project? And this is like these outside walls, this is like hardly anything as well. This is just like the tiny little bit of step 1. But like the roof is probably going to be even more difficult than the inside that we've done. And then we have to go and start doing everything that's going to be on the inside. This is going to be quite the project. There's not been a project like this that I've done in my lovely world, probably since we did the skyscraper. That was the last thing that we did that we could like in any way rival the scale of what we're building here, which is good. It's good. Like I couldn't build everything like this, but it's nice just to like a few times in the year just to kind of build something that hopefully stands out a little bit compared to everything else. And actually, no, I don't need to do this bit here. Let's do this bit kind of going forward a little bit, just so it goes a little bit closer to the path. And we're actually, even though this is going to be the entrance, we're not going to have a doorway. I just felt like we didn't need a doorway for like kind of the style that everything is. So instead of having a doorway, we're just going to have a bunch of vines, which are going to go like down over the door. So like, you don't really get it so much anymore, but you used to, well, sometimes you still get it, but basically like kind of like a bead door. There'll be like a bunch of beads on a string or something, and you'll go and like walk through it rather than having like an actual door. Does anyone remember them? Were they still a thing? Maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but basically that's kind of the style we're going for. So rather than having like an actual physical door that you can open and close, we're going to have just vines that are going to be like kind of dangling down from the front here. And then you can basically just go and walk through the vines. And even if we did put a door like through the vines, you wouldn't even be able to open it. Because if you press like left trigger on it to open the door, like you couldn't, because the vines would just be blocking it. So kind of with the vines going down, I don't really have an option to have a door either. So I'm going to add some fences, which can kind of go down here like this. And then these are going to go down on the other side. Then I'm going to have some down on the front as well. And look at my helpers go. I just see them just running around like crazy. This thing is like it's gonna be so good at the end of this episode when we look back and just remember that this used to be like a completely empty field, and just by all working together, just how we've completely transformed it already. Like even if we don't get it all done, which let's be honest, this is a big build, we probably won't get all of just the outside walls done today, but even just kind of seeing the fact that we had this huge enormous empty field that has been here for ages and just kind of the way we've transformed it already, it's cool. That's like one of my favorite things, like when I build something new in my lovely world, because I've spent a long time here. I've been in my lovely world for what, like 6 years or something maybe, and you know, like there's a lot of stuff that has been here forever, and so whenever I build next to like something really old, like, you know, a landscape that I've remembered and I've got so used to the way it is, it's always exciting when it just suddenly changes. You know, suddenly there's a giant skyscraper or like a huge farm factory which is just plonked in right next to the side of my house. It's always quite a cool thing to have like such a big change coming to my lovely world, and I think that's what it's going to be, and I'm really looking forward to kind of showing you what the style of the inside's going to be like and just how it's all going to work, because I spent quite a few days kind of working all of this stuff out, and you know, for a while it's been only me kind of knowing how it's going to be, and this is finally my chance to kind of share it with you and kind of, you know, show everyone how it's going to be. And while I'm up here, let's go and start putting down some of these vines. So I shouldn't need too many vines, because the good thing about vines is like you always have enough, because they always just spread by themselves. So maybe I guess we can just place them down here like this, and then we just leave these other ones down here above the doorway. And then what they should do is basically just go and spread down, and then they'll go and cover up the doorway. And I'm also going to just do a little bit of a path leading to the entrance. Well, I guess we can kind of keep with the same style that we've had up until here. So I should have have enough birch and spruce planks on me, so we can kind of just keep with the same pattern that the path had before, and just kind of do the standard Stampy style checkered pattern, which I do all over my town, just to go and link this into the entranceway, because the style on the inside is going to be a lot of kind of birch and mainly spruce as well on the inside. Seeing as that is my favorite type of block, it only makes sense it would have a load of spruce. So there we go. This is kind of how the front's going to be. The top's looking a little bit chopped off at the moment, so don't worry too much specifically about that bit there. But while my helpers do the side, no, look how much it's grown. I think most of it will be grown by the end of the episode by the looks of this. But yeah, while my helpers go and carry on doing the side around there, basically I need to do a very similar style on this side here, but it is going to be just a little bit different. So we're going to have just more of a straight up wall. So how far do I go? I go like 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is going to go straight up to the top here, so it's in level with everything else. I'm a little bit worried that I don't think I have enough spruce planks on me, but hopefully some of my helpers have some on them as well, and they might be able to spare some of their supply to go and do some more, because we need more spruce as well, because we need to do like it around the top. So basically around the entire top of the building, there's going to be a whole load of spruce planks just to add that dimension. And thank you, Polly, I can see you. Do you have any logs as well? Actually, I might steal some logs as well if you have any more to spare, and I know you do because I can see you holding it, so don't even lie and pretend you don't. Thank you, Polly. Right then, so let's go and right, I'm gonna make another crafting table. Don't tell my pet crafting table. I know there's one literally right there as well. I'm sorry, I'm so bad with crafting tables, I can't help it. Right, let's go and make some more of these fences then. So it's going to be very similar style. Of course, the big difference is there's no doorway on this side. There doesn't need to be a back entrance to the building. So this one's going to be a little bit more simple. We're just going to have fences going up to the top like this here. We're going to have a gap of 1, which is where some of the vines are going to be coming down again. And then there's going to be that one there, a gap of 1. And yes, it looks like I did get my dimensions correct, and we have been able to fit all of this in. So if I just kind of pile up with dirt in the middle, I think if I've done this right, I should be able to... Oh, can I reach it? Can I reach it? Yeah, I should be able to fill in all of the sides just from here without having to kind of continually jumping off like up and down again and hurting myself again. But have I made enough? There we go. I made enough, and I have 3 spare. And while I'm up here, I might as well remember again. Let's go and add some vines in. So I don't have enough vines to fill the entire thing in, but it should be okay if we leave a few gaps around the place, because as I said, they're going to keep growing anyway. So hopefully they're just going to end up kind of growing all the way down to the bottom anyway. And a little bit later on, these vines should go all the way down to the ground. And the good thing about the fences is they look cool, and also it basically just keeps all of the vines in check, so they don't go and like start spreading like all their way around the entire building. So the main thing that I want to do now is go and make all of these spruce logs into planks, and then I can go and make these into a whole load of half slabs. And then I can go up to the roof, and I can go and just start like spreading all of these around the place. And I think now the easiest way to get to the roof is probably to climb the vines at the front. I didn't think about that. They're going to be really useful as well, especially in the next episode when we do go and like tackle actually building the roof. I think it's going to be the easiest way up and down. So I do kind of need to make a little bit of a staircase leading to the vines, but then I can go all the way up to the top, and whoa! Where did that come from? Since when was there a giant wall there? My helpers are building out of their minds today. It's amazing. We're going to get this thing done in absolutely no time at all. So I guess seeing as this side is done, let's go around the outside here, and then once I've got this top part done, I think my helpers should be pretty much finished with that last corner over there. Then I kind of just want to go and like step back a little bit and just kind of stare at it from the top. This bit is going to be filled in, by the way. We're going to fill this in with melons just for the inside, and then the roof, I guess I can kind of give you a hint about what the roof's going to be, but we're kind of carrying on with the same style that we've done on the outside, where we're using kind of the things that are growing on the inside. They're going to be growing on the roof as well of this building. So it's going to be very, very colorful, and I think it's going to be one of the best looking buildings to look at from the sky. So next time I'm flying over my lovely world, whether it be in Santa's sleigh or a hot air balloon or a UFO or whatever I end up flying over my world and next, it's going to be definitely one of the things that I'm going to be looking out for to see from above, because I think that's actually going to be like one of the most dramatic angles to be able to see this from, because there's going to be a whole load of windows on the top. So not only are you going to see all of the stuff that's going to be growing on the roof and all of the stuff that's actually on the roof. There's going to be so many like huge windows. You're also going to be seeing inside of the factory where there's going to be minecarts whizzing round and pistons going off. I just want it to be like a really kind of lively place with just stuff just happening like all over the place all of the time. Just to make it like a really fun, exciting place, especially as it's about a farm. Because when you think of, farming and not even animals, just like growing crops and stuff, the first thought isn't usually excitement. So I want to make sure that it is an exciting place, even though it is all about kind of just growing things. So there we go. We have now pretty much got the outside walls done. It looks like there's a few more of the sugarcane and stuff to be added in, but that stuff doesn't really matter too much whatsoever. We can definitely see enough to get an idea of the style. So where's going to be a good place to look at it? Maybe on my soggy sandwich. It's been a very long time since I visited my soggy sandwich restaurant. It's my very romantic sandwich restaurant down here where all of the sandwiches are a little bit soggy. So a romantic setting, but maybe not the best food. And you can't really see it properly. I'm too low down. Maybe if I go like, I think I might just pile up somewhere to be able to see. If I go here and then just like nerd pile like really high up into the sky, I think that might be one of the times to get the best angles. And of course we haven't lit it all up with all of the torches and stuff as well, so it's going to look even more dramatic when that happens. But there we go. There is a good idea of what the farm factory is going to look like. Of course it's missing a roof, but we will get all of that sorted in the next episode. But sadly that is the end of this episode here. I want to say a huge thank you to all of my helpers for doing such an amazing job getting the entire of the outside of this building done today. And in the next episode, as I said, we're going to go and finish off all of the rest of the exterior of this farm factory before we, of course, go inside and start finishing off everything inside of there. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!